Today on EA Sports, it's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Bishop. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd and 5. He'll find his man. Laviska 23 yards the pickup there.
Laviska Shenault.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
2 yards on
that catch, good for only a couple.
At the 14-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Finding Harris over the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Buccaneers.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, it's Bishop. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
A loss of 4 yards.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable, too. Hello.
He dreamed about it. He thought about it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. Past the 20. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
The pass.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bears take over.
At their own 45.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 45. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
35.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
Devin White on the tackle.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find Harris, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hate to see this, week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 3rd down. And, Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable, now not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Yeah, the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
The kicker on.
A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Bears will extend their lead. And these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
It's nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Back now comes Tampa Bay.
And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And a Buccaneer 1st down.
Looking to throw.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
The ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draw.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
7 yards.
Starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
7-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 8 yards out as the Bears push further out in front.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's given his guys a shot from late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
6-yard line.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll throw now on the final play. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the
extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Caught. Touchdown, Bears. Good throw
throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defensive.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call.
Come on, baby, we got to do our job.
Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They find some open field here. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bears continue to pour it on. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt the return. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
7-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings us third down.
Out of the gun now on third down. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. They'll set up a throw. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Number 80.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
The pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears 16. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown.
The kicker on for the extra point.
So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again.
And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Buccaneers.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brought down at the
Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to have a Bucs first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
At the 40.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He completes this to Sutton. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Now this is brought in by Pryor. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
This is Chenault on the receiving end.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
It's a
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
3 at the Bears' 11-yard line.
This will be caught at about the 6.
And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Back to throw now on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From a yard out. And this offense is running away with this one. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Gain of 12. First down, Buccaneers.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Bishop. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
To number
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
And a Buccaneer first down.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Switch up, switch up. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
A throw over the middle, taken in. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number 1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And this one is right through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points.
No, I can't go.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Lets this one rip toward Graham. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. Does the big boy have the juice?
Quarterback sack. Fumble on the play.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
The kicker on for the play.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
We focus our attention on the Bears defense now. They've played excellent. Another stop here, that would just be the icing on the cake.
You definitely want to finish things off the way it's gone throughout the day. And it's gone awfully well for them. They don't want to give up any type of a fluke, any type of a big play here. That'll leave a bad taste in their mouth as they go in and celebrate.
Yeah, they want that good cake taste, right?
No doubt about it. That 6-layer cake.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
A loss of a yard.
Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. He's got a man, complete. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He's padding his already great numbers here.